Something you didn't realize was going to consume so much of your time as an adult?
Healing from the shit that happened to me when I was a child. Hey everybody, it's your favorite friend Blonde Richie. Welcome to my channel. And here at this channel, this is the place for you to learn how to glow up, grow up, and live the best version of your life and be the best version of yourself possible. So welcome on this journey with me. Let's talk about something. Something magical happened. Something that so many people aspire to do happened. And it happened to me. And guess what it was, y'all?
Huh? What?
I went viral on TikTok.
Oh. Okay.
Looky here.
Something you didn't realize was going to consume so much of your time as an adult?
Healing from the shit that happened to me when I was a child. Let me say this. I never went on TikTok to have a viral video. I never went on TikTok for anything but to just like post little stupid videos and have fun. But to my surprise, I posted something and a lot of people were able to connect with it, and therefore it went viral. It had thousands of shares, 2.2 million views, hundreds of thousands of likes, and I was just like I was shocked. I was flabbergasted, honey. But you know what was so crazy about it? And the thing that I love most about going viral on TikTok is that so many people were comfortable in the comments to tell their stories and that they could relate to what happened. And they could relate to not having that great of a childhood. And they were actually in there like helping each other and like kind of like being therapists for each other. And it was just
like the most beautiful thing I ever seen. It was just so amazing. I loved it.
So I went viral on TikTok because I was just simply stating that I never knew that healing from a disturbed childhood is something that would take so much of my time as an adult. And it has. I think you guys, I'm in therapy. I've been in therapy since 2019. And I've been, really working through these issues and these problems that I've been having. Because guess what? A lot of these issues that we have and a lot of these problems that we have in our childhood, it directly links to how we behave as adults. And I'm going to be honest, I haven't behaved the best as an adult. I just haven't. I'm not ashamed of it, but it's just who I am. It's a part of my story. But once I realized that I wasn't being my best and not behaving my best, that's when I decided to seek counsel. That's why I'm in therapy right now. And you know what, you guys? I'm getting greater and greater every day. Every single day, I'm getting greater and greater. But let's talk about how your childhood can affect your adulthood. Let's get it. So, my childhood, in my opinion, was not the best childhood. Some other people may have a different version or a different opinion about that. I, for one, I just believe it wasn't the best childhood. Now, if you want to compare my childhood to a lot of people that I know, I had a superior childhood compared to them. But we're not in the business of comparing ourselves to others, because my story is my story and their story is their story. And I still have to deal with the effects of the things that I experienced as a child. I did grow up with both of my parents, and I was very lucky with that. Both of my parents were good parents. They did the best they can with the best that they had. I do have some trauma related to my parents. A lot of trauma. But it's stuff that can be worked out and worked through, fortunately. I would say my biggest issues that I'm trying to figure out is the trauma I've experienced by the people who were around me when I was growing up. Let's just say that. Now, I'm not gonna tell too much of my business because, I just don't feel like the drama.
You want to keep doing this, but then when I come around, you don't want to post up.
But I will say that for me, the things that happened to me in my childhood has caused me to fear relationships and intimacy. it has caused me to really doubt myself and my abilities and my talents and my personality. It has caused me to be very fearful of things that I shouldn't be fearful of. It caused me to like reject things that could have been like great experiences for me based out of fear, or just thinking that, you know, I wasn't good enough to accomplish these things, to have these things. And it caused me to have kind of like a temper, or in the words of some other people, an attitude problem. You got an attitude problem. What I'm realizing, I don't have an attitude problem. I was just fiercely being protective of who I am and protecting my inner child and protecting the man that I'm becoming to be. So if that comes with a little bit of aggression, that's just what it comes with. But I'm learning that I don't have to do that anymore. I don't have to be aggressive. I can just ignore people. I can remove people out of my life. I can find different tools to cope with situations that may make me want to turn up. Other things I have learned is that there's nothing in life to be afraid of. The biggest regret, if I was to have regrets, I would say is I didn't go for mine. I didn't go for the things that I deserved because simply I thought that I didn't deserve it. But it took for me to do some therapy and to do some healing for me to really understand that it wasn't, you know, I would put certain opportunities that would come to me, I would just make an excuse as to why I shouldn't do it or why I didn't deserve it. And that really wasn't me. That was my fear. That was my inner child. That was me thinking that I didn't deserve it based upon the things that I experienced as a child and as a young adult. Now, the romance thing, we're still working on that. That is still a situation. That is something that, yeah, that's a work in progress. Mm-hmm. The biggest thing that I have kind of like relieved myself from in regards to my childhood is that I have learned to stop becoming the victim. Oh, y'all like my ring? Oh, I made my ring. Y'all do know I'm an accessory designer, right? My line is coming out later this year, but this is, yeah. Anyway, yeah, so I've learned that I really have to stop playing the victim and victimizing myself. I really just became like this, I don't want to say crybaby, but I just made so much excuses for myself and the things that was happening in my life based upon the things that happened to me as a child. And, you know, once I realized that I don't have to be a victim, I can actually be the victor and I can win, that's when everything started flipping around for me. Like, my mindset changed. So, and I'm gonna tell you, this just happened recently. I want to say within the last couple of months. It's when I realized that I was not a victim of my past and my past experiences, that I'm actually a victor. Because though I have been scared to do a lot of things in life, I actually have accomplished a lot of things that I wanted to accomplish in life. I've accomplished things that a lot of people wish they could have accomplished. In regards to me being like a designer, I've done some big things in a short amount of time. When I first started, I realized that I am stronger and I'm more powerful than the things that happened to me in the past. I'm stronger, I'm more powerful than the memories. I'm stronger and I'm more powerful than the people who did what they did to me to make me feel the way that I feel. So once I realized that, it was like I was on go. I was like, no one can stop me. No one can stop me. If you're in my way, I'm going to be a bulldozer and you're just going to get ran over. And that was a powerful moment for me. But with that comes with a lot of self-evaluation. With that comes with a lot of clarity. With that comes with you being accountable for yourself. With that comes with monitoring your thoughts and knowing what is good and knowing what is bad. And with that, it takes a lot of work for you to get to that point. Understand when you're not the best version of yourself at that moment. When it comes to childhood trauma and becoming the best version of yourself after you experience it, the best thing that you can do is let it go. And I know it's hard to let it go because at some points you feel like letting go is giving up your power. You're giving up your power to your abuser or giving up your power to the people that hurt you. But really, you're actually gaining your power. Because I'm going to tell you something. The people that done what they done to you, I know that's not really good English, but who cares? The people that did the things that they did to you, they do not care. They did what they did, they moved on with their life, and they're doing them. And yet we're the ones, we sit with the pain, we sit with the hurt, and we're the ones that have to rectify it. If you do not want to sit with that pain and hurt for years, like I sat with that pain and hurt for years, like I sat with that victimhood for years, like I sat with that anger for years, like I sat with that rage for years, like I sat with that, child, you have to let it go. You have to tell yourself, this is a part of my past, this is not a part of who I am today. If you can, try to give forgiveness to the people that harmed you and move on. And those thoughts are going to pop up in your head still, those memories, and you're going to say, that's not a part of my experience now, I'm okay. And when you forgive someone, and you heard the quote, forgiveness is not for the person that hurt you, it's for you. Well, that's actually the truth. But just because you forgive someone doesn't mean that you have to have them in your life. You don't have to interact with them. There's people in my life that harmed me and hurt me, and I see them, I don't speak to them. I forgive them, I don't speak to them. I walk right past them as if they don't exist. But at the same time, I don't have any hateful or anger harboring in my heart for them because I forgave them. I understand who they are, what they're about, and understand that they're not necessarily good people. And when you're not good people, you treat people bad when you're not good people, or you really don't care about how they feel or what they're going through. So I know in my mind, I know who these people are. I know what they've been through. For some cases, I know they act the way they act. You know what? I don't want to have nothing to do with them, but I'm going to forgive them. I'm going to let them live. Not in a way like you're trying to do something to them, but let them live in a way that you just you're not harboring any hateful spirit over them. And let me tell you, when you get to the point of letting go, yo, it's so freeing. You're gonna fly like a bird. Yeah, it's freeing. You just don't have nothing heavy on your chest or your back. You can move and groove how you want. You can present yourself how you want. You don't have to put on a face that isn't you. Because I'm going to tell you, I just used to be so angry, just mean, mugged down, mean, mugged out. That's not really me. The version of the Richie you see here, this is the real me. Y'all get the best of me, okay? And I like this me. And this is how I want to be all the time. So with me knowing that this is how I want to be all the time, I had to figure out, what can I do to get to that place where I'm like this all the time? Let it go. Forgive. Monitor your thoughts. Calm your rage down. All that. And it works. These techniques work. These things work. In closing, you guys, I just want to say your past do not define you. Your childhood does not define you. What you did yesterday do not define you. What defines you is who you are and how you feel right now. Make the best of it. Make the best of yourself. And I want you to know that healing takes work. Put in the work. Give yourself a fighting chance and heal. Give yourself a chance and heal. I'm going to say it one more time. Give yourself a chance and heal. I promise you, you will not regret healing, because the life that comes after being healed and conquering your insecurities in your field, in your fears, is a great freaking life, and you deserve that shit. Until next time.